Reapers. The Reapers are on the way for Taeja. Taeja already said even when you know certain builds are coming, it's still very tough to defend on this map. But if you survive that phase of the game, what are you normally looking for as Terran player?
Just a normal kind of play. I mean, this map is good for the Terran, I think, because you can take a third base really easily and a fourth base.
Okay, here it is.
As well.
I got a sick read for you guys. No, seriously, listen. It is Roach Baneling.
Yeah.
But in the game previous, in the series previous against Joxi, he put his second gas to the natural. I want to say, no, never mind. Okay, here's what I was going to say. I was going to say he's hiding the gases because it's a mind game. Game number 1, he opened up 4 queens. Maybe this time he's saying, hey, look, I'm 4 queens again, but there's double gas behind it. And then Roach Baneling shows up. But now he's broadcasting it with the double Evo and the Roach Horn at the ramp. So I think he's just playing straight macro from here, actually. It's not even a Roach Baneling bust.
He's researching Burrow very early on as well. We saw a lot of awesome Burrow Baneling play throughout the entire tournament. So always fun to see that. Exciting.
Cloak from Taeja.
It's the Banshee.
Yep.
He likes this. He likes this a lot.
He still cancels it every now and then if he gets scouted early on, but I think this time he might actually just go with it.
And there is that third CC. Taeja's just rolling a sick dice. Like this is not super greedy. Of course, a lot of people would say, actually, I like the Banshee against this.
I think it might be a 1-1 Roach timing, no? That's actually.
Oh yeah, just a mass Roach thing. Yeah, it could be that for sure.
Double Evo, but no.
Roach speed super fast. No armor yet, but he'll get it in a second. Hold your horses, Dashi.
It's a pretty cool build. Soka did it multiple times as well.
It can be my.
Second Roach one on the way, by the way, for Hyun.
These queens gotta be careful. There's a Banshee coming up behind that, and 6 Hellions and a Banshee can more than easily. Well, never mind. Banshee's going to the main.
He's researching both Roach upgrades at the same time. So the double Roach one was not a mistake. Now he's researching Tunnel Claws and Roach speed at the same time.
Ooh, it's the new Roaches.
This is pretty sick.
Oh, it's the new Roaches.
This is really cool. I can't wait to see
kill that which is under the ground. Taeja.
That Taeja is like, wow. Invisible drone.
But this Banshee is already so cost effective.
A lot of mining time being lost over here, and for the strat that Hyun is going for, he definitely needs all the mining.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited about this. We've all seen the mass Roach, kind of almost the Stefano-esque timing attack against Terran. I gotta say though, this is a weird map to do it on. Like you'll have to go up that ramp, and Taeja can take the third behind the rocks, which again is a narrowed space. So if Taeja buttons up, it's gonna be hard to crack that nut, man. I don't know if he can.
The first tank is in production as well. Already 2 additional bunkers going down, but
Missile turret.
Hyun also went back to droning. This is a sick read. But I mean, he was able to see both Roach.
No, it was not.
He did not.
Kevin, don't lie to the people. All right.
Damn it.
Hey, but also no carapace upgrades, so Daishi's OCD did pick up on that real quick, and I don't know if it's a mistake or he forgot it or what, but that missile turret, by the way, is so sick. Taeja, you're so good.
3 bunkers and siege tank, it's like he's reading...
He super knows.
Yeah.
Well, now he knows. These guys got mohawks, but man, he knew about it beforehand. So good.
Hyun did squeeze out a lot of additional drones already though, so this is like, he's not super committed to this yet, but there is going to be this phase in the game where Taeja's economy is just going to explode. There will be a lot of Marines and Marauders. Hyun is hating life right now as he's like, come on.
On ladder, he's saying you're a hacker right now. Stupid barcode. Yeah. Quit watching my stream, you idiot.
Why are we Taeja?
No, it's just Taeja. Chuck Taeja.
5 Banshees still alive. I'm gonna come to defend second base.
Baneling Nest goes up behind us, so it is going to be Roach Baneling composition, and there is that carapace upgrade in the Evolution Chamber, so he's realizing his mistake, which is nice because some people, you know, it just kind of goes on forever. But is it going to be a Hydralis Den, to follow this up, or does he go Mutilus? I know that that's part of the metagame right now as well in ZVT, is people just follow it up with Mutus.
Baneling Nest. Interesting.
I already said that, Dave. Just
a lot of active tumors, so if Taeja doesn't move out soon, Creep might actually spiral out of control as well. He does have these Banshees to slow it down a little bit if he wants to.
I'm really liking the Creep spread in the first 2 games. I mean, that's the mark of a superb Zerg, and we're seeing it here. Banshee's going to march right up the middle of the field. There's no Queens moving in to intercept directly.
Man, look, Hyun is like, alright, I'm so sick of being supply blocked, because he was supply blocked already again before. Then he made 4 overloads at once, now he just made 7, so he should be good for the rest of the game.
And this drop in the third base is gonna do maybe a lot of damage. 1 drone, 2 drones, 3 drones.
Hyun scares me. Yeah, I mean, this drop's doing great, but there's no 4th base attempt, guys. I don't know why he does this. It really weirds me out. Like, if anything, Zergs will overexpand, but right now Hyun's just disinterested with that. He's like, wow.
Spire is going down as well. He does have a couple of burrowed roaches in the third base of Taeja. He might be able to pick off a few SCVs in the moment Taeja decides to move out, because he knows that there will probably be a phase in the game where he's going to have to buy
look
time.
how smart Taeja is. He just killed the Spore on the 3rd base, so I think he's gonna go with his 2 bench. No, never mind.
It would have been a beautiful idea.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It would have been sick.
Because he focus fired the Spore actually. So
He needs to reboot his PC.
Taeja, worried about the creep domes as well, decides to throw down a scan and pick off the majority of them, but there will be a couple of queens to save the day. 2 hatcheries at once going up right now for Hyun as the macro hatch went down in the main. I like that he just keeps these roaches there for a little while.
He's waiting for chaos. He's waiting for a big engagement. Just pick up those 5. Taeja doesn't notice.
Look at the supply though. Taeja's army is going to be so sick when he moves out. +2 upgrades are more than halfway done. So I think it's between now and 15 seconds that Taeja decides to hashtag roll out.
I'm going to give you... So there's 14 Zerglings coming out. There is Baneling speed that will be completed. That army that Taeja has is actually going to max out in about 10 seconds. And it is with tanks. It's ridiculously powerful.
Yeah.
This is something we don't see nearly as much. It's usually Widow Mines and Marine, but these tanks against Roach, and the Banelings, let's not forget either, are going to be... They're going to have a tough time with this army. In a big way.
This Roach is sweating it right now. He's like...
He opened Banshee and then maxed at 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Good God.
His macro is really insane.
Can't clap for shit, but this guy can play StarCraft 2. There is no tomorrow.
Roach is on burrows right now. The 3rd base is going to be able to pick off a few SCVs. That was well done, Joe.
And I saw his max, but as you said, his composition is perfect against Hyun's.
Yeah.
There is no
And
mutant.
he's buying time. 31 Banelings are going to be finished. 20 more Zerglings coming out. Those 2 will be Banelings. Hyun might just say to himself, if I can make a Baneling for every one of the things that you have, maybe then.
Big drop over here on the north side of the map, and this hatch is completely exposed. A couple of Lings and Banes are actually making their way in, but Taeja's going to drop in the main base as well, and this is very tough to defend. But so far,
Hyun one Marine got left behind. They all got picked up except for 1 Marine. No.
Hyun's probably going to burrow the 2 additional roaches now as well in the original 3rd base, so he can start harassing with it again.
With no mutas to knock those medevacs out of the air, he has to respect them, so he's got a lot of his army back here. Because that's a triple drop, it's a big chunk of army. And Taeja's winning position now. He's killing creep in the middle of the map. He's going to siege his tanks comfortably. This is so well played by Taeja.
Link speed is not ready yet either, so reinforcing is going to be pretty tough for Hyun. He's basically forced to reinforce on roaches, no?
Yeah.
He does have Baneling speed.
Speaking of, Roach is dying over in front of the natural. Metalists have come out, but they're not bothering the medevacs just yet. And even if they did, they have boosters. They should be able to, well, not get away, I guess, but win a lot of space. Maybe just drop in the main. Yeah,
he's just going to review it right now. This is actually sort of good news for Hyun, because now he can still send enough units to it. But he's also worried, of course, about this army that's about to enter creep in the middle of the map.
I think this is terrible news.
Yeah, with this drop he can position himself.
Look at this position. He's going to siege outside the 4th. Like, this is a dead 4th. This is amazing positioning.
Yeah,
Hyun could easily leave right now, and I know that sounds terrible and super fatalistic, but what does he do to dislodge that line of units?
Link speed will be ready in 10 seconds. He's still fighting with slow links.
Link speed will be ready in 10 seconds.
Yeah, what?
Well, it sounns funny. We're at minute 18.
Yeah, but like, I know, but he's going to have like 100 links, so you probably do want to have link speed.
You do want link speed, Kevin. Here, I confirm.
It's Roddy over here. I think link speed.
Hey guys, Nick Taeja from Go TV can confirm link speed's a good one. Back over to Router. Okay. He's going to run past. No, he's not.
Oh, this is...
I think he's going to clean it.
But yeah.
Taeja with a slightly late reaction.
Even
if by clean it you mean like vomit on the floor, then slip on it, then yes. Hyun's going to tap out in a moment. There's a scan to make sure those Milos don't burrow. And
Taeja looks absolutely fantastic so far in this series. I mean, Hyun had a plan, it just didn't really work out for him. The benches completely threw him off. GG is called. Taeja takes a quick 2-0 lead here in the final of HomeStory Cup 8, powered by XMG.
How do you beat this guy?
Tough map. Ackline Way, like I said, this is a map that in that best of 7, Hyun can look at and say, if I can't get away with like a Roach Baneling bust, I'm going to have to do something kind of weird. He ended up trying out this this double Roach Warren 1. It was going to be a 1-1 timing. That's really cute, but man, Taeja was like, I see. I know. He knew exactly what it was. Triple bunker missile turret in case there was any doubt, and he just shut it down. And the thing is, this dates back to Brood War. When you go... Well, this is a weird comparison. I'll just stick to StarCraft 2, I guess. But when you make a lot of roaches, if the Terran sits back, and as Kevin said in the previous broadcast, if you... That happened.
I was there, Joe.
I was there.
Game number 3 is live on the Whirlwind. Liquid Taeja is our blue Terran spawning in left up side of the map. He has only dropped 4 maps throughout the entire tournament. 2 in both group stages, or like 1 and 1, and then 2 maps against Symbol. Pretty fantastic performance so far by him. And he's of course going to go up against our red Zerg spawning on the right top side of this map, who is none other than Quantic's very own Hyun.
Taeja, tell me about, so you're Taeja here. What do you think about these boosts, or you're Hyun? I mean, TVZ on Whirlwind, top left, top right. What are you thinking?
Well, I think Hyun has to go Roach Aggro on this map because it's pretty much like playing ZVP. Because the Terran has to take a third, right? But you can't really defend it, otherwise you're really exposed. And the 2-2 timing on this map can be really, really strong. If you want to defend your third, I mean, you just die.
Yeah.
And if you don't defend it, well, 3 base against 2, so you're not really well. So I think it's good, but I don't know what Taeja's gonna do, to be honest. I think he's gonna go really aggressive this map.
I think it's going to be the triple command center opening with the double eBay. I think if there's one map where he's going to be very greedy, because the previous 2 games he hasn't busted it out yet, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him just go command center, 1 rack, factory, another command center, 2 eBay.
He's up 2-0. It's actually Whirlwind has a pretty nicely defensible natural. It's a smaller ramp, all things considered. Not tiny or anything like that. Ooh, that's a fast gas.
That's a really quick gas.
And he's going to scout him first, so Hyun's getting a little bit of lady luck, kissing him on the forehead and whispering, "You can do it."
I wouldn't mind kissing Hyun on the forehead.
Would you whisper, "You can do it" as well?
I would whisper way dirtier things.
To Hyun?
Of course.
I want to do more than kiss your head.
We can make so many.
And he like doesn't. What? Yeah. Oh wow. That's a super fast gas. Is this the no? Ling Bailing or just speed? Super fast speed. Like this is an old build. If he does the just naked speed Ling bust the natural.
It's hard to imagine that he's just taking gas for that on a map like Whirlwind, where you can just bank on the fact that Taeja is indeed going for a command center first, and maybe even a more economic opening behind that. So we will see.
Actually, it can be good because on Whirlwind you take quite some time to be walled off on your second base, so he can just walk with 20 links and surround the bunker, and then clean the second base.
That's something you mentioned in the previous series, Jeff, and I actually think that could be pretty good. But we'll see if Hyun does it. Just a big swell of links to delay the natural of Taeja for a while.
18-minute speedling upgrade last game, 4-minute this time. Hyun's like, never again.
As you said, that's really old school actually. I've never seen that the last months.
This is something that, as you said, it's old school. I remember actually Idra doing this quite a bit. Sorry, guys. We're not professionals, and the producers are yapping really hard right now. Okay, now we can start thinking again. Taeja. Usually it's just me that awkwardly sits there quiet, but I'm glad you joined me in that moment of time. Like real pros, I'm so envious of this. Like, I'm sure Kevin's super used to this, but they can talk right through that. I can't. When someone's talking in my ear, I'm like,
I'm pretty bad as well.
My brain doesn't work.
The majority of the time I'm pretty bad. Well, most of the time they will do it to Ben, because Ben is like in the middle of a hosting speech, and then like someone is like talking to him for a good 30 seconds, and
Can he do it?
And I'm just like nodding at Ben, and I know that he's so pissed inside because he keeps telling us to keep it quiet.
That's good.
Either way,
I'm like that too.
I just got a few more announcements to make later, but that's nothing for you guys to worry about for now. Once more, what is Hyun gonna do?
Gotta hide it. He's gotta hide it.
So far, he is hiding it.
Yeah. That speed, that fast, I really feel like after this round of Lings, or drones, it should be Zerglings.
You keep making a few additional though, and it's already full supply depot wall of over
He's
here by
supply
Taeja.
blocked again, isn't he?
Yep.
Oh my god, and he just started an Overlord. He's like super supply blocked.
No, he's sending out a drone to go up to 3 bases, so I have absolutely no idea. I don't know. I'm not sure about the quick gas. Roach one going down as well. Maybe the same thing as before. Maybe a Roach bait.
It is. It's the same timing. The Roach. I mean, other than the speed going down much earlier, that Roach one at the same time as the third is Hyun's build. That's what he does.
Taeja didn't go as greedy as we thought he would, though, as he followed it up with his starport. So once more.
I'm worried. He did this too. He did this against Joxi, where was it Joxi? I can't remember. But he did the speed Overlord. And it scouts out to see if it is the fast 3cc. Then he does a reactive Roach Baneling bust. That was the one where the single bunker held it all off. That won't work against Taeja, ladies and gentlemen. It just won't, even with this Cloak Banshee opening. Yeah, well, good news, though, is that this quick Overlord is going to identify the fact that he is playing against Cloak Banshee, so he shouldn't lose as much mining time as he did in the previous series, and should have almost no issues dealing with these Cloak Banshees. So it's not all bad news, Bear, if you're a Hyun fan. I like that. 6 Roaches with drones behind it indicates that he's looking to shove off the Hellions. Maybe give him the scare that it could be an all-in, and then instead drone behind it, which I like this change of pace from Hyun. Hyun's been aggression through all of his ZVTs, and this time around, he's looking to bank off that mentality and instead cash in on the econ.
And of course, because of the opening Taeja went for and putting the gas in the Banshee and in the cloak resource early on, it's going to take all a little long before his bio production will really kick in, as those reactors are going to be a little later.
Here we go.
And whatnot.
Look for the reaction from Taeja. Does he somehow sniff this out at home?
I mean,
is he not,
two base.
he's not even going to make a bunker.
Nope. Just knows it.
He's like,
Holy crap, he's good.
Yeah.
He's
his
just like,
game sense
nope.
is really crazy.
And you know, the thing is, he's not even like desperate for information. He literally just look at those roaches. They're now not mid-map. So yes, of course, now he knows. But guys, I'm talking about the snap call. When you see roaches mid-map, boom, Terran's got to drop 3 bunkers to hope to survive the all-in. But he just knows. He's like, nah, it's not real.
he could, of course, always rely on the Banshee to put out some non-stop DPS as well, though.
But no bunkers at all?
Yeah, I know, I agree with you. It's definitely an impressive read.
Taeja is unimpressed by Hyun's mere tricks.
Spire is a lot quicker this game as well. Before the 9-minute mark, we can see the Spire going down.
And he scans it all.
Yeah, he's oh.
I sense
I
a
knew it.
Spire. Good God! This game must be so freaking boring to him. He's like, I'm just here to get money. I don't know. Everyone complains that StarCraft's hard.
Mistake over here by Taeja though. He's going to fly the Banshee right into this fork in the main. At the same time, the Hellions get sort of trapped as well.
God.
They're getting some work done, but I don't think that was what Taeja was looking for.
Oh, the
Let's check
Queen.
the Harvester's lost. I don't think a lot died, right?
No, only
Yeah,
3
3.
for like 2 Hellions and a Banshee.
Ooh, Queen died though.
Still so far pretty good, I think, for Hyun. Hyun's producing 12 additional drones as well. I kind of like this for Hyun, Jeff.
Yes, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, watching a Banshee die to a Spore Crawler and 6 Hellions only killing like 5 drones, that's as bad as it gets for Taeja. Like, you just saw the worst thing he's ever done in the last 10 years.
So just when you talked him into oblivion, he made multiple mistakes.
And he'll win anyways. Like,
EG curse carrying
Oh,
over to
gosh.
Liquid players.
I did like the Banshee killing the gas and bailing out. That's like, mission accomplished. We got the gas over at the 3rd. So
Massive resources lost.
Yeah.
At least
Didn't want to
25.
control that gas. Hyun's in a sweet spot in terms of harvesters. He only needs to add, you know, a dozen more or so, but he's got time to do it.
I really love the fact that he was dropping creep as well. The 3rd base is going to just make it a little later for Taeja until he can drop all of those mules and his production will kick into overgear.
It's something you don't see very often, actually, as simple as it is, and as nice as it is.
Because often, like, the command center is already there by the time they can actually drop creep.
Hashtag sad Zergs. Here we go. And I like this push. It's always a good one. If it gets bad, just pick it up and leave.
29 rift creep as well makes it harder for Hyun. Second factory going down too. Couple of slow banings trying to wiggle their way into the Marine Madness. Too much junk in the trunk over here.
And Taeja is in supply, like, how does he do it?
Well, he's about to turbo boost. Just give it a second.
I mean,
You know
there's
what
1,000 gas saved up, so it's going to be 10 Mulisk in production soon.
Oh yeah.
Unless he just like only makes links and veins from this point on, but that seems
He's
a bit
not
unlikely.
recharging the 2-2, so he might go for timing with some Muras and a lot of speed banning.
This is so bad. This Banshee's going to kill every one of the Banelings. Like, the Banelings... Okay, good. They just got their speed upgrade, so that's good. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, Kevin. Gosh. There's the 4th base.
The 2-2
Here's the
from-
thing. Am I off base? I feel like I watch a lot of Zerg, because I watch a lot of the end of a lot of these tournaments. All of these tournaments. These 4th bases should... Daishi, please. These should be a lot faster, right? Or am I
Yes.
just... Am I nitpicking? I don't feel like I am.
Normally you would see it around 10 to 11
Yeah.
in this kind of game when nothing really happened. But there was a Cloak Banshee that's slowing down a bit. But
I mean, in this game we can give that excuse, but this is game 3 of the same kind of
Oh,
time.
Mulisk misrallied a little bit, took a lot of damage over there, but none of them died.
Which means nothing happened.
6 Overlords in production for Hyun as well, so he won't be supply blocked anymore for the rest of the game. Taeja, I don't mean it like that.
I liked it though. I laughed it because I chose to. There's the Cloak Banshee, but we do have a Mulis out on the map.
We have plenty of them. Mudaball's
So
growing pretty nice now as well. He's going to go up to 14 plus 1 finished up already for the Mudas, unless he cancels it.
By the way, one thing worth pointing out for a lot of people is the subtleties of Taeja's play. Notice how active Taeja is in the middle of the map. Sure, that's what a lot of Terrans do, but he's very active about scanning and killing back the creep tumors over and over again. And this is something we've seen all the way back to the beginning of Wings of Liberty, but it's not, I don't want to call it a lost art, but it's something that the really good Terrans do all the time and the pretty good Terrans do sometimes.
I like the big link counter on the left side of the map, but there will be a supply depot wall, but with a couple of banings he will be able to bust it easily. Taeja is still putting on some pressure, but the supply count is looking pretty healthy for Hyun.
look at his work on the creep. Hyun can't push this and it's really damaging him.
Yeah. Really spread out minefield, though. He wants Hyun to chase into it. And he just simply won't. Banelings are going to bust open those depots. Doesn't want to try to do it with Zerglings alone, so they can just simply repair it. Fourth base is going to die.
Wow, that's pretty bad news for Hyun. At the same time, Hyun's going to fight in the middle of the map, though. There's a lot of units from Taeja not here. Widow Mines get reasonable connections, to say the least.
Yeah.
Oh, the Banelings.
Where are they going?
Oh, well.
They're flanking.
The flank by accident.
Yeah.
Because they were misread. Mudas might be able to clean this up, but it's going to be so close regardless.
It's a really costly fight. Meatless by themselves here having a tough time. I like the early Thor, but in this case, if he doesn't pick it up, he's going to lose it, actually. And he doesn't pick it up.
A lot of reinforcements tuning in for
Yeah.
Hyun. It might be able to pick up. Oh, it's still in the medevac. Medevac, door. Sick micro by Taeja.
Oh, God, Taeja, you stop it.
Oh, my God.
No!
All right, it will
Well,
fall
you are
eventually.
human after all. Jeez.
But Hyun has lost like a lot of supply.
Gets us
over
ahead
here.
in supply.
Yep, Taeja.
These are all potential drones. He's now coming back with roaches, ladies and gentlemen. He's losing. He's lost the Mutilus. He's building roaches as his comeback unit. Hyun.
That's a bad sign, Zerg.
Yes. Hyun is... He's not playing his A game, man. I'm telling you. Fourth base dead. He's trickling lings into it. He's going to make 6 or 7 roaches here. Maybe that was a misclick. I don't know. He's still making some Mutilus.
He's going to go up to 14 minutes once more. Starts +2 as well. One of these drops do get spotted by the Overlords on the north side of the map. So Hyun should be able to take care of it without taking any damage.
3-3 for Terran. That's basically, by the way, the sands of time in the hourglass. Like if 3-3 hits with the current shape of Zerg on 3-base economy, remaking Mutilus after losing most of them, doing 0 eco damage to the 3-base Terran, pushing 4, GG.
Taeja, with the way that this early game unfolded, do you think it was smart for Hyun to take that fourth base so far away, or do you think he should have taken the other one?
Considering how he can play, I think he should have taken the other one because he's really aggressive.
Yeah, and it was easier to defend in that case as well.
Yeah, against drops.
And he was definitely not behind, so it's not like he was like having to try to get away with something and trying to expand as far away as possible. He's dropping a secret hatchery now as well in the left bottom side of this map. Eventually that might be useful, but I'm afraid that Taeja is really going to push the issue now, because Taeja's maxed out again, Jeff.
Yeah. I would have loved that secret hash to be his fourth base. I mean, it's cool. He's way behind, so he needs to try something here. It's just too little too late as far as I'm concerned. He's trying as hard as he can to do as many Ling counters as he can, but again, without that fourth base up and going, and not even just the income from the fourth base, but literally the larva from the fourth base, it's just sapping himself dry. He's down 53 supply, and it's not looking to change anytime soon.
Doesn't have too many Banelings left either. He just has 16 of them, and against this overwhelming bio army, I think it's safe to say that 16 Banelings is probably not going to cut it.
No, he's going to try a counterattack, it looks like, but without seeing it, I'm guessing Taeja's okay. This third, nope, that's the natural, never mind.
It's even worse.
GG. Demoralizing. Demoralizing. Taeja steamrolling him.
Taeja's just on another level so far at the HomeStory Cup. Symbol did give him a run for his money. It was a close series, it was a really fun series as well, and he was even on the ropes as he was down 2-1, I believe. But so far in the final, it's kind of like how Taeja played against Hero as well. It's just relatively one-sided. Taeja just looks better than his opponent. Or whatever, you know, Diamond or Gold Digger. So I came here on, what was it, Thursday night? I think I played, Wednesday night. I played ladder till like 3-4 a.m. at 0 lag on the laptop. Absolutely great time. Played over 30 ladder games, I think, and made sure there was no guys sitting in the audience or in the Irish pub downstairs screaming Diamond.
XMG is a big sponsor for Evil Geniuses, and I know that our entire office in San Francisco is powered by them. And a lot of our players travel and use that. The LOL team, I know that DeMuslim streams on an XMG laptop, which is, by the way, just saying, streaming on a laptop, that's not something everyone can say. It's pretty amazing how powerful those machines are.
This could be the last game of HomeStory Cup number 8, powered by XMG, and of course much love to all the other sponsors as well. Azo, Rocket, Smart Checker, and Need for Seed. All of them are amazing, and hopefully you guys will perhaps purchase one of their products in the future. If you need something, make sure to at least take a look at their products, because all of them make amazing stuff. Over here on the right top side of Yangtze, we got our Red Zerg, Quantic Hyun. He's on the ropes. He's going to need a miraculous comeback. We've seen Zergs do it before, though, being down 0-3 and coming back 4-3. But it's going to be extremely tough against this blue Terran that's in the left bottom side of the map. Playing like a man on fire. It is our current reigning champion who has 4 matches now on a row to be the first guy ever to win 2 HomeStory Cups. It is, of course, Liquid Taeja. That's one hell of a performance, Jeff. Back
It's amazing.
HomeStory Cup champion.
And he's making it, here's the thing that's funny about Taeja. It's so funny in our position, okay? So to give you guys a little bit of transparency, a lot of tournaments are always like, oh no, Taeja's coming to the finals, because Taeja's like a very calm, very quiet, amazing player. But when he's playing well, he makes the game of StarCraft a little bit boring in the sense that he's absolutely annihilating whoever he's playing against. Like Hero, I was like, oh right, Hero Taeja, this could be great.
Yeah.
It was a shitty series. He got destroyed from the competitive perspective. If you're a Terran fan, you're like, well, this is great. I love this. But here we are in the finals, like, all right, Hyun, this guy's got crazy pants. He's won major tournaments. He just came back to beat Jock. He's going to be so good. Taeja, he's just really good, man. Can't wait. First 3 games, destroyed Hyun. Not even close.
It's not over yet. Daeshi, if you're down 0-3 against the Zerg and you have to play 4 more maps, what are you going to do in game number 4?
Jump over the window.
11-11?
Jump out the window.
Don't do that. We're on the 2nd floor over
You
here.
could jump out that window over there onto the deck.
Yeah. I mean, as you said, it has been done before. We can mention Sulky against Innovation, Don Trio, win 4-3, the biggest tournament that there were, GSL finals.
That was awesome. That final Daybreak game, man. I'll remember that forever.
Yep.
Why is he loading up his whole army into medevacs right now? Flying him into mutas. So sick, though.
Because why not?
Well, the why not would be because you'll lose the GSL finals.
Right.
But he did win the finals after that.
That's true. The World Finals.
Took him only a week to actually earn double the paycheck.
Yeah.
Of
He didn't
course,
want to win all of it, you know? It's unfair.
the entire top 8 of HomeStory Cup number 8 got paid, so everyone who made it to the quarterfinals takes at least home some money. Symbol will go home with $2,000, Judgy with $3,000, the loser of this series with 6.5, and the winner of HomeStory Cup will go home with $10,000.
This is a little bit of a hashtag mind game, by the way. A little bit. Well, no, he went CC first to the Reaper. The last few times it's been Reaper opening, and this Overlord has been very ambitious in showing up not all the way into the Terran base, but at least certainly peeking at the entire ramp. This time around, Marine's coming out to hunt the Overlord a little bit.
Once more, it's going to be the 4-Queen opening with, I won't say double gas at 5:30, but it's actually at the 5-minute mark, so it's a little quicker this time around for Hyun. I think normally he does it around 40-something supply.
I think he goes Roach Bailey bust.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah, you might as well. But he, so far Taeja's build looks really good against it. He's dropping 2 additional Rexes before the 3rd command center, or, you know, a starport for all that. For
I mean,
what's that's worth it.
We've not been able to see the Hyuns that we know, like this overwhelming amount of units who just crushed the Terran. And I think he's just gonna try to be back to the basics and just set a good all-in with some roaches and bailing. Like something that you can do without taking damage earlier, because we saw that Taeja is taking an advantage quite early. And if he's not, his macro is just better than Hyun's. So
Yeah, in game number 1, I felt it felt a little bit like that, where he was just having a lot of lings and banes. He delayed his spires for a very long time. It was exciting. It seemed like a fun style. This is a pretty quick layer, by the way, 6 minutes and 30 seconds while going up to 3 bases.
is this the Roach Burrow again?
Yeah, probably a Roach timing.
But this layer is a lot faster. That Roachborn has gone down
Yeah,
at
I
the
mean,
same time as the 3rd hatch each game, but the layer was much later.
he took the gases a little bit quicker as well. One last thing I want to say before this final game, or perhaps the final game, really kicks off. Make sure to follow both these amazing StarCraft 2 players on Twitter as well. Show their love, show your love and appreciation for them. It is just at Quantic Hyun, so Quantic of course the team Hyun, the nickname, and at Liquid Taeja on Twitter. They definitely deserve mad love for their performance so far over the last 4 days here in Krefeld.
Taeja has a hilarious Twitter. Guy's really funny, actually. Do you follow him?
Of course I follow.
I do, yeah. He says a lot of funny
When he
stuff.
followed me, I was like, yeah. It's like the best moment when some of these guys. I must say, a lot of the Koreans have been very cool over the last weekend. Like every now and then, I was just like checking Twitter. Suddenly, like FXLC tweets me or 4UC. He's like,
Really?
hey, Roddy, good cast. I was like, what the hell?
He says that?
Yeah, this GSL champion
That's
just tweets
awesome.
at me. I think that was fantastic. And Bjorn, you know, the guy that we got to know so well from WCS America, also lots of tweet over the entire weekend. So I think that's super cool that these Koreans are really hopping on the Twitter train as well.
I like it.
I love it.
Parting. Getting the hype train up for him. He's going to be going to the military soon, ladies and gentlemen. So I know that he's attending
Red Bull.
Red Bull, and he says he's gonna win it. He's more desperate than ever. But the reason I bring it up is he's been tweeting a lot too, and it's really fun.
Oh, and Taeja, he's going for, instead of adding a 3rd CC, he went for +2 barracks, and he's gonna hit the timing on the steam and the +1. That's a build that I personally use a lot, and I really like, because it doesn't just didn't do his build well.
Oh.
He's just dead.
And he's actually been denying this Overseer Scout. For some reason, Taeja is able to deny Overseer Scouts. Overlords, okay, Overseers, they are supposed to see whatever they want. But for some reason, Taeja was able to, you know, protect the information, and he did not reveal the fact that he has 2 Rexes with 2 reactors over there.
For the first time, Taeja's duped just a little bit. He's actually building the bunkers outside the depot wall, which Taeja might be just drunk on his own victory. You know what I mean? He's just like, I'm doing so good. I got mentally drunk or something.
6 Hellions are making their way to the left-hand side of the map. They're pulling all the roaches out of position, though. And I think this is the first time where Hyun is going to be like, what the hell? For real? 2 medevacs on the right side of this map. A couple of roaches going to try to make their way in position, but might be enough. It's a lot of units over here.
It'll be fine. He'll deflect this.
9 Overlords on the way, by the way, for Hyun.
Not again.
Screw you, supply box.
9 Overlords.
And the Hellion has been denied on 3rd, so...
Yeah, that definitely didn't go
You know
bad.
what, though? At that 3rd, he sees no gas. He's seen a lot of roaches. Taeja knows.
Yep, tank in production already as well. You can easily park the tank on the high ground. This is a pretty good map to defend against this kind of stuff as well.
Good, yeah. Look at that.
If you have the right Sim City, which...
Look at that frickin' defense.
Which he has. Yeah.
Yes.
He has a SimCity.
It's going to be hard to be much safer than that.
And while the roaches are attacking, BT dubs, double drop will be in the main almost for show.
Yeah.
Hyun's all in, actually.
I mean, he's 1-1, he has 150 supplies.
No 2-2 though, maxing out on roaches. Not even maxing out, he's at 1 piece
I
supply.
don't think he even wants to commit to this. I think he just knows that's a suicide mission.
There's the 2-2. I mean, this might be his attempt at a macro game is to not actually attack. But he's going to be waffling around the map with a million roaches. This is...
you can always drop the Hydralisk then, macro up a little bit. It's going to be very tough regardless, but we do know that he's capable of great things with Roach Hydra armies.
He has almost 70 drones, he has a 3rd, which Taeja has not, so it's not that bad. Like,
no, it's not all bad news. It's also just single engineering base so far for Taeja as well, so it's not like +2 is going to be done ridiculously quick. As you can see, +1 armor is about to finish
I
up.
would say that
I like what you guys are saying.
It's a
I hope.
It's a bubble of positivity, Jim.
My prediction is 4-1, so I'm really hoping Hyun wins here. Not even just that, outside the prediction. I just want I want a controversial final.
Stardust is meanwhile losing it over here on our
Stardust,
left.
slow down on the booze.
You're
So red, by the way, buddy. Your genes they are giving you up right now. It's either you're about to burst into flames or you have been drinking alcohol.
Stardust is so cool, by the way. It's been so much fun. That's really the cool thing about
Let's find
HomeStory
time
Cup.
to talk about poker if we can, because Stardust is becoming a legend at the poker
Yeah, I
table.
think it's really cool. I mean, at HomeStory Cup, you know, it's always like more fun for me than actual work, but it's really cool that players like Moment and Stardust actually, you know, provide a fee for me being here at the poker table, as they're not very good at what they do.
There's so many roaches, wow.
This is as good as it gets, as far as I'm concerned, for Keanu. He's fighting on creep and with a decent combo.
Oh, no, Taeja!
Oh, the squish!
That is so ridiculous.
That kid won.
Kind of a weird choice, though.
It's good. It's really good.
That was so awesome.
Not really.
He's killing all these roaches, Jeff.
Oh
They're
my
just
God.
roaches.
How is this not awesome?
I don't know. It was pretty cool.
It was amazing.
One roach, which never happened before.
You haven't seen that, man?
No, David King will be so proud.
That's true.
Or
All right, fourth base does get attempted here in the top left-hand side. There's still no Spire. There is the 16 Hydras, though, and I do like, as Roddy says, the miraculous Hydra Roach composition.
Also, fourth base pretty uncontested so far.
You know what kind of
70
sucks about this, though? I feel like, guys, by the way, we talked about Roach Hydra and how cool it was against Joxy because he was on so many Widow Mines. This time, Taeja agrees with the in-control dog. He's making a lot of tanks, and he's been tipped off by the Roaches. I feel like we could see an absolute smothering of destruction. Like, those Hydras get flattened by tanks.
He saw this medevac on the right side of the map, but he decides not to react to it. He's actually marching across the map. He's going to find a bunch of Marauders over here.
Squish, squish.
It's so hard to make.
The tanks are so well positioned.
Yeah.
And look at the supply. Taeja's
Taeja's getting
my
closer
God.
and closer, and as soon as his fireball keeps growing, the upgrades keep getting better and better for Taeja as well.
I like it. He burrowed the queen. Cool move.
Well, it's not a very exciting finals if that's exciting you, Jeff.
Hey, man.
He's like, wow, this was some sick play over here by Taeja, burrowing the queen by Hyun. Burrowing the queen is a pretty good move. Back to you, Dashi.
One of the biggest criticisms people can make of me as a caster is that I'm too honest, and I'll be all right with it. He's just going to max out, maxing up on tanks. He should move out with about 10-ish tanks, I would say. He's not on double factory. Doesn't need to go crazy on it. The bio's going to do it alone. It's just with the support of tanks, it's insane.
With 5 infestors, then again, there are still so many tanks. It's going to be extremely tough. Maybe Hyun can hope that Taeja slightly overextends, somehow exposes his tanks. And if the roaches can connect with that, the Hydras might be able to clean up the rest with the assist of fungal growth. But yeah, I'm wishing for a lot of things over here at once.
Me too. I like infestors. It's just, again, the problem is that they're good. You have to go infestors with this composition. But because of what Taeja's done, they're a bit redundant. Like, you fungal the Bioforce, and then what, you close in on it when it's got 10 medevacs over the top and 10 tanks behind it, you will get demolished. The fungal DPS is not enough to reduce the army fast enough.
Yeah,
like, he will get destroyed.
He needs like a 360-degree angle to attack. He just needs to like swarm around it. He also has like 86 workers, by the way, so his army is not even as big as it perhaps normally could be.
Yeah, this army from Taeja is
going to take some burrow tactics. If he lets him get up on the high ground, kiss your 3rd and 4th goodbye, because you're not getting a good engagement against that. And what can he do to stop him from getting up there?
Hyun is very rich, but he doesn't have that much gas in the bank. Does he have link speed, by the way?
Oh, he scanned him. He sees the infestors.
So,
oh my god.
2. Oh, man.
This is just absolutely flawless.
Here we go. He's going to run up this ramp. Oh, cover your eyes. Cover them. No, it's not even going to be close.
Bite the pillow, baby.
Oh, God.
Did he lost 1 minute?
Daddy? Is that what it looks like when someone gets murdered? Yes. Yes, it is.
Wow. Taeja.
How much supply did he lose there? 10? 5?
About. Fungus could be pretty big, but Taeja's just all over the place now. Hyun is looking a little disoriented as well, as units are just scrambling all over the place. Taeja might win his 2nd HomeStory Cup here on the row.
He might.
He might do it.
Oh, wow, he did. Look at that. Cool.
I meant like right now and right here. Taeja is going to be your champion of HomeStory Cup 8, powered by XMG. The first time ever that a player wins 2 HomeStory Cups, and he does it in back-to-back fashion. Marvelous performance by Taeja over the entire 4 days.
Check if his